Good evening, family. I don't know, it's a boy, Fire 777, coming to you from Jamaica, a land that we all love. That was given to us from the one up above. Yeah. And it's another Sunday evening live. Yeah, the live like no other live on YouTube, where you are free to express yourself. Yeah. You're free to express yourself. Big up yourself, Alan. Yeah. Big up yourself, bro. Always a supporting thing. Big up yourself, Alan. Enough love and respect, fam. Bless everyone. Yeah, Alan say bless up everyone. Yeah, man. Alan. And Alan Bamboo walk we are talking about. We're talking about Alan, you know? Real Alan. Yeah. Yeah, well, we kick it off already. We have to read the Psalms. And it's a chapter a day, keep the devil away. Chapter a day, don't just keep the devil away. We keep the devil away. Yeah. The Psalm 92 say, it is good, it is good to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praise unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night upon an instrument of 10 string. That means so if we play instrument to the Lord, you know, and Paul stir upon the harp with solemn sound. For thou, Lord, has made me glad, so through my work I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doeth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Lord, art most high forever. More. Yeah. For lo, thy enemies, O Lord, thine enemies shall perish, all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shall be exalted like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. My eyes also shall see the desire of my enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of the Lord God. They shall still bring forth fruit, even on the old. We still got to bring forth fruit in our old age. They shall be fat and flourishing to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Glory be to the Most High God. Yeah. Enough love and respect, peeps. Yeah, so this evening, we're going to kick it off. And this evening, we ain't warring, we ain't cussing, we're just talking. Yeah. So good evening, good morning, good night, Jamaica and the rest of the world. Yeah. Welcome to another live chat. Tonight, I'm going to say, when a day have a fight, we're just here to talk about something that is really happening to real people right now. Over the past weeks and days, we have seen videos, hear stories, house being demolished, families who are living on so-called squatter land, beds out the door, children out the door, old people out the door, on the road. And the biggest question everybody is asking in the street and all over, where do these people go? Where do people go? Where do these people go? Well, I don't have all the answers. Honestly, I don't have all the answers. You know? Trust me, I don't have all the answers. But we just can't just look past this. This is Jamaicans. These are Jamaicans. These people were born in Jamaica. They did not take some boat, you know, or up on some ship, what they call them, stray away upon ships and come into Jamaica. These people are Jamaican. So tonight, I say we're not cussing, we're just talking. But they're not disrespect nobody. We're just talking. You know? Is there a plan? Is there a plan? Is there a plan? Who's supposed to help? Who's supposed to help these people? And what about the people who live there for 20 and 30 years and more? What is going to happen to them? And how do we stop this from happening again? It does continue like a cycle over and over and over and over again. So people squatting and then, I mean, they live there for years and then they bulldoze down and we you know, when will this stop? You know? When will this stop? As I say, it's a real people, real Jamaicans. These are Jamaicans we are talking about. Jamaicans. It's not something that we can ignore. I mean, whatsoever is happening in Israel, we are not there. We are in Caribbean. Whatsoever is happening in Ukraine and Russia and elsewhere all over the world. I mean, in the Middle East, you know, this is Jamaica. We are in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. I have to drive past these people. You get what I'm saying? Even out a month ago, I drive past them. I've seen it. And I've been there firsthand. I have been there. I have been there. And I saw it. Yeah. I saw it with my own two eyes. Just imagine that. I saw it with my own two eyes. I've been there, talked to people and all of that. You know? So what happened? What happened? Who's supposed to help? What is going to happen? Yeah, so tonight, as I said, the topic tonight is no house, no land, the human side of demolition. Where do these people or these families go after Bulldozer? What happened? Where do they go? You know, what is going to happen now to these people? And I mean, as I said before, this cannot be continue to happen all over Jamaica. Because as I see, people might protest. They protest very peacefully. Yesterday, which was Saturday, they protest very peacefully. And I guess the police were there, and there's a lot of police there. So many police, so many police were there. I guess they were there for maintain order. And I don't think that people was going to block the road or anything like that. You know, typical Jamaicans probably think that Jamaicans going to block the road. People aren't going to block the road because they don't want to get into no altercation with no police or with nobody at all. They just need a solution. That's what they really need. A solution. And as I said before, these are Jamaicans. These are not some people who came across the border. Jamaica have border. Of course Jamaica have borders too. You know? These are Jamaicans, just like you and I. You get what I'm saying? And some people will talk, a lot of people will talk, but guess what? Have you ever been in the shoes of the have-not? If you have ever been in the shoes of the have-not, because it's easy for people to talk and say, and I mean, it's always been like that with a lot of Jamaicans where they talk and said, people just choose to go up on people and go squat. Do you understand how desperately need some people is, or some people are? for a home, a place to live, how desperately they are. So a lot of persons grow up in a little one room, you know, and they cannot continue to live that. A man or a woman, a grown man or a grown woman grow up, and I mean, even birds, when birds are grown, they don't continue to live in the nest that their parents make. It is only natural, so even nature teaches us that. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of persons that say they grew up in one rooms and all of that in a small house, and and for them to get a piece of land to make something on. Some people might see it look like people live some places and where basically where they're living and how they live is like a cardboard box. It's just like what you call it? We then call it again ply. They use plyboard. Some use ply, and some use even pallet, pull up pallet and use it to, and it might look pitchy patchy and look like a hut when we're in country, and that little shelter that they made in the bush, far in the bush, that just like you can have a little shelter and you can store stuff, and if the rain fall you can actually shelter in it. That is actually some people home. So so for some persons, because the way that they're living so lavish, or they have a nice home, they have a nice home, a nice place to call home. So you consider somewhere where someone living is just like a little foul coop. It's a sore in your eye. You can take to see it, and based on, but I mean, if it's a sore in your eye and if it's a sore in you and your friends, your big friends' eyes, then do something about it, I mean, we're just 10 months now gone coming out of the Hurricane Melissa. And trust me, Hurricane Melissa did Trelawney, Montego Bay, Westmoreland, Sente, you name it, all down this direction. It did us really pretty bad. You get what I'm saying? And these people also, a lot of them told me that they actually get money. They got grant. Some of them actually got grant based on their houses were destroyed by the hurricane. So they got grant. And they use that grant also to help, fix up back their houses. And I cannot feel comfortable saying this, but on the so-called squatter land. Because I can never understand how can I be a squatter in my own country. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But what is going to happen to these people? They need help. Okay, we can't ignore this. This is Jamaica. We cannot ignore it. We cannot ignore it. You get what I'm saying? So if you are, say, whosoever claim to own the land now, I'm going to use the word claim, because no human being no really own the land, because at the end of the day, we are all going to leave it right here. It's still going to be here. So no human being really hold any land. No human being is actually no land owner. Can land really be owned? Land cannot really be owned. You get what I'm saying? In a sense, it's crazy, but yeah. So you need to say that people need somewhere to live. What is going to happen to these people? What is really going to happen? Can you just ignore the fact that they need somewhere to live and you just throw them off? And that's it. What is going to happen? Is there going to be compensation for all the demolition that occur? Which is the demolition, was it even legal? Are you gonna say that legal? They were squatting on people, and was it legal? No, it wasn't legal. Everything what in it was a breach of people rights, Jamaicans' rights. It was a breach of their rights. And as I say, we're not here to cuss. But as I said, I've been there and I've spoke to the people, and they were so, hoping to speak. Because, when people, Jamaican people, some of them are very difficult to deal with. But I have been in Jamaica, I have been in the street. So if I want to talk to you, if I want to get to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. You get what I'm saying? And you have to go down to people level to talk to them. When I say get to level, and I mean low, and what I mean, you have to be there to talk to them, understand them, to talk to them. And I spoke to a lot of these persons. Some of them even didn't want to be on camera. And I laugh because some of them didn't want to be on camera, and they have their reason. They have very good reasons not to want to be on camera. But you guys won't see that video, For that video, I take a lot of editing. Yeah. A whole heap of editing. Yeah. And these people, when I tell you that, when I talk to them, I'm wondering, am I living in Jamaica? Or am I living under a rock? Because I'm wondering, am I hearing, is this really Jamaica? Grown people are feeling so fearful and so terrified, living not knowing when they're going to hear the bulldozers coming back again, and police and, other men coming back to bulldoze them. They don't know when. They are living and watching. That is no way to live. Only fugitives live like that. Only fugitives live like that. And from what I've seen, none of them look like a fugitive to me. They didn't look like fugitives to me. I didn't see them on any of them on a wanted list. But these people are fearful. There are kids there. You get what I'm saying? There are kids there. And school, today is the 23rd. And school is about to open very shortly. Today is what? Today is Sunday. So I would assume roughly school would open back at least next week. Yeah, school probably open at next week. Today is 23rd August. Yeah. Next week, 23rd. To next week, Monday is the 20th. Is the 31st. Yes, a school opening very, very shortly in Jamaica. School opening back. And when parents should be thinking about buying back getting ready their kids, buying their back to school stuff, whether school, books and clothes and all of that to get back to school. They're gonna they have to be thinking about getting somewhere to live. You get what I'm saying? They have to be thinking about getting somewhere to live. A lot of people, this sound like it ain't much or so, but for really, as I say, if you ever been in the shoes of the have-not, then you will understand. And as a human being, which is some human being, they don't have any conscience. Literally, there is no conscience. God have already left them to their own reprobate mind. So a lot of them don't have any conscience. God have already leave them to their own reprobate mind. So some people, they won't have no sympathy, for people. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They won't have no form of compassion for people. But when I spoke to some of the ladies, especially, you see, I love Jamaican people. And I was saying to one of the ladies, I'm a Jamaican, but I don't understand Jamaican people, because Jamaican people can be going through hell, literally hell. And they are not a set of people that are very quick to think about suicide. Some will, but very rare. We're not grown like that. We are grown to manage, to handle rough situations. And a lot of these ladies, they were like laughing and joking about the whole situation. And I'm like, You know, I'm a Jamaican, but it's still hard for me to understand Jamaicans as a whole. Jamaicans take the serious of things for joke. They will laugh. Even when they are dying, they will laugh. And these ladies were laughing and talking about how they were violated and, you know, their rights were violated and they were laughing. And I'm like, oh, you laughing? And this lady was like, listen, I travel with high blood pressure and I can't afford for this to send my blood pressure up. So I gotta laugh, you know? And I'm saying, wow. Because they are grown women, not even teenagers. Because even teenagers, trust me, they can't manage somebody's stress like these older people. You know? One girl, she was there and she was like, she can't sit around and fret. She need to go somewhere else, go fret. Pick up yourself, Browning. She like, I hope you're watching. Yeah. She can't sit around and stress. Let's go somewhere else, go stress. Go fret. We can't just sit around and so on. Everybody else stressing. We have to leave us so. You know? Let's go somewhere else, go think about it and stress. Yeah, but this is real life. Real life, real situation. People are even making jokes. The same ladies are making joke that this place is known now as Little 80. And I'm like, Little 80? No man, this is Jamaica. They're talking about Little 80 mainly because in Port-au-Prince 80, you know, it is crazy and it look, you know, a lot of demolition based on, you know, the gang wars and all of that based on how it look. So they are saying it's like Little 80. And it look, but it actually it doesn't look good. It looked like a real refugee camp. And I'm like, my own people, it grieves me when I see it, my own people looking like refugees in Jamaica. I never thought the day would come when I would have seen this. I've always heard of people's houses being demolished, but I've never really get a person look on it. I've seen it on TV and all of that, but no, when to be there and looking and talking to folks, my own Jamaican people, not seeing it on the mainstream media and all of that, but to just be there and talk to people walking around and, you know, really exchanging word with people and their experience. Trust me, it is nothing. It is nothing nice. It is nothing nice. I'm wondering, is this Jamaica? And as I said, a lot of persons are saying, yes, these people are squatters and they have no right to be in people's place. I spoke to a gentleman and he was there. He says, actually, he's far older than me. And he say he has been living there for 45 years. His parents were living there before. His parents were living there before. So he know your else. He has no other home. He has no other land to go to. And when you spend your entire life and your family in a place, you just don't take up yourself and go somewhere else. You cannot take up yourself and just go somewhere else. Like a nomad. You're not a nomad. You're in an island. It's Jamaica. So what are these people supposed to do? Go and just take up yourself and go capture some other land? Because capture would be a more suitable word, because I don't like the word. I mean, squat. Because I don't even know the word to come from. Squatting. Yeah, squatting is something to do with exercising. Ladies do a lot of squat to make their ass firm. Yes, and build muscle. So squatting, that is what squatting do for me. That is squatting. Exercising is squatting. You know, and ladies do a lot of squatting. Yes, to make their ass firm. That is squatting for me. You know, what I'm saying, should these people pick up themselves and go somewhere else to capture some other land? Because I know a lot of land in Jamaica, they actually call it capture land. Capture land. Persons who live there for over 40 years have told me that there was just one hotel at the time around there. one hotel was there at the time. Just one hotel. There was no other hotel. There was no highway. So you must know how long that is. That place get built up now. And I mean, if you have been living there so long, you must have some form of rights. You must have some form of rights. And we know in Jamaica, if you're living on a land or some land, private land, for a period of 12 years, then you have what they call squatter right. And if it's so-called government land, then you have to believe they were for about 60 years to get some squatter rights. Yes. So after living there for so much people live there for so many years, because from my inquiry and my little investigation, I have found out that persons who were lived there years ago, they were given permission to live there. That's the reason. That's why so much people were living there before. You get what I'm saying? They were given permission to live there. That's the reason why they're living there. So it's not like it's something new. It didn't just happen last year. It's not like people just went there last year. That's why people are saying, oh, people are squatting. They didn't went there last year. These families were living there for years now. For years upon years. And there's a whole lot of land. When I look, there's a whole lot of land, and I'm looking at it, I'm saying like, and you have further on, you have big houses, and I'm like, and you tell me that all of these houses are supposed to be demolished. But again, if these houses are to be demolished, then what is going to go there? And who is going to benefit whatsoever is going to be there? Is there foreigners are going to benefit? Because it's certainly not Jamaicans. And in my, from what I've seen and my opinion, I think that if it was like a gated community was there, it would have been looked so much more appropriate to certain people. It would have been looking so much appropriate. Because looking from the skies, and when you look along the shoreline, you see nice hotels and, you know, beaches and all of that. And then over on the other side, you see some peasants living. Because I think that's what they think of them. You have the rich persons have their nice hotels and nice foreigners coming, and they're looking on the other side and they're saying, there's peasants living there. You know, they say we need to get rid of these people. But these people, as I said before, they are not refugees. They are Jamaicans. They were born in Jamaicans. Yes. And if you are born in Jamaica, you are a Jamaican. And even if you have Jamaican parents, you get what I'm saying? Then automatically you can actually apply for a Jamaican citizenship. So not just being born in Jamaica can make you a Jamaican, but have Jamaican parentage that can also make you a Jamaican. So just imagine these Jamaicans are not considered, are treated like they are not, are treated like outcasts. Something have to be done. It cannot be like this. It cannot continue like this. And I think that over the highland in Jamaica, there are a lot more places like this. There are a lot of places like this where people are so-called squatting, are living on so-called capture land. You get what I'm saying? So why not go and regulate them? Go and regulate them. Give the people them the first choice. They are Jamaicans. Give them the first choice of purchasing the land. Give them the first choice of purchasing the land. They are Jamaicans. Trust me, they will come up with the money. They will come up with the money. They are Jamaicans. They cannot be treated like that. And all over Jamaica, you're gonna have places like this and stuff. Shit like this gonna start. It's a land grabbing going on. it is a land grabbing thing going on right now in Jamaica. It is. And people need a place to live. People need a place to live. So I think the government and those who are representing us, whichever agency, should go around and regulate these people. Don't be calling them squatter. They are not squatters. There is no squatters in Jamaica. We'd have no squatters in Jamaica. And I will continue to say this. We have no squatters in Jamaica. Until we see this and stop doing that. Not because, as I say, you have never been in the shoes of they have not. You're going to consider persons are squatters. Oh, people just go on people land and all of that. I mean, the lands that people actually go to occupy, they are always been empty. People don't go on farmland, land that people are farming on, and occupy it. People, Jamaicans, don't go on land that people are planting their farms, and you go there the next day and you see someone erecting a building. No, it's never like that. It's not like that. That's a total different thing. You get what I'm saying? That would be someone trying to capture. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not like that. It's never like that. A lot of these persons all over Jamaica, because I know a lot of persons. Because I know people even in St. Catherine, I know people there with a lot of land. And persons have been there, ask them if they can actually do something on their land, make up a temporary housing there. And they actually allow them to. They give them permission, and it happens all over Jamaica. People have a lot of land, people ask them, can I lease piece? And they say, no, well, they're not leasing, but are they lease and sale? Some actually give people opportunity to live on the house, though. It's just temporary. They live there, and eventually they end up selling them the land. So persons don't just go and occupy land that is already occupied. It's not like that. That will be capture. Not even squat, because I say I don't like the word squatting. Is to me is like squatting in exercising. That is exercising. Squatting is exercising. Yeah, that's something you do when you're exercising. Squatting. Yeah, but no Jamaicans are squatter. No Jamaican go. I've never seen that where Jamaican go and occupy. I grew up in the country, and there was a lot of land in the country. I never seen people go there and just take land and just build a house there. I've seen land where nobody don't respond for. No one knows who is even the land for. Someone just go there, chop it down, and start farming. And then actually, that is always what happens. Whenever time it is there in woodland, no one sees it. Someone goes there and start farming. Then people say, that's my land. Okay. They have no quarrel. They say, okay, well, I didn't know. I was trying to reach out to such a person. I didn't know who to reach out to. So can you lease me this land or sell me? You know? And they have an agreement. We are human beings. You get what I'm saying? But even in this case, with Cooper's pen, even in this case, as I said, what happened to these persons who have been living there long before these other resorts or a hotel even was there, or even think of coming there? What happened? How can Jamaicans not get first preference to purchase land? How can Jamaicans not get first preference in their country to purchase land? They should get first preference. You get what I'm saying? They're living there for such and such a years. It's automatically they're the one that's supposed to get first preference. You cannot have investors coming and I do think that people coming to the island, investors, foreigners, they can coming up not because they have their money and buying up thousands of acres of lands just like that, buying it up from underneath her Jamaicans and leave Jamaicans homeless, stranded, like stray dogs on the roadside. No, we can't have our people like stray dogs. And as I say, no, you see, the way that we look at people, the way that we as human beings see people, because you are in your big house, you drive a nice car, you have your kids in college and all of that. But given the same opportunity, these people can have their kids also go into college and owning nice homes too. Given the same opportunity, they can. And a lot of persons, even politicians, they came from the ghetto. A lot of businessmen, they came from the ghetto. You get what I'm saying? They have a hotel here in Montego Bay. Glory to Gloriana, Hotel Gloriana. Yeah. And I mean, that lady went through a lot because there is even a movie about her. A lot of you must have watched a Jamaican movie, Glory to Gloriana. She went through a lot of struggles. And, you know, she came out successful as a Montegonian, owning a hotel. That wasn't easy. That wasn't something that was very easy. But she came out. You get what I'm saying? By making use of the opportunity that she got. So a lot of persons look down on other persons because of their status now in life, how they look, because of the homes that they're living in. They're living in like a cardboard box. So they're looking down at them. What does I say? These person that you're looking down at, politicians were like them, living in Spanish Town and Kingstown and all the ghettos you can think about. You get what I'm saying? A lot of well-known Jamaicans are also from the ghetto, the garrison, and they have become successful in life, you know, and doing very good for their community and Jamaica and the world. Usain Bolt was a country boy from Trelawney, and this is happening in Usain Bolt Parish, Trelawney, not far from Falmouth. You have Cooper's Pen. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. You have a artist named Charlie Blacks. Charlie Blacks is also, you guys know Charlie Blacks. Charlie Blacks is also from Trelawney. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of times people look down on people based on how they look, the homes that they live in. Because if these people, let's say, if they were living in a gated community, like Richmond Estate or, you know, them people at Cherry Garden or Narbrook or wherever, nice homes, if it was like that, I can guarantee you that, you know, it would have been a different thing. Because they would seem like decent people, but because of the place that they are living, how they are living, a lot of them live, and they are just local Jamaicans, and people have their money. They think that you can just misplace them. No one gives a shit about them. No, but they are Jamaicans. They are Jamaicans, and this cannot continue. Our country cannot continue like this. It should never continue like this. This is very, very unacceptable. This is not something that we should accept. And as I say, school is about to reopen. What will happen when school open back? You get what I'm saying? These people should be thinking about buying back to school stuff for their kids. Instead, they are there. You have bars there and all of that. I drove past that place more than once, coming from Falmouth, and the driver drove there, dropping off hotel workers, and I've seen that place, and it looks so lively. It's always been lively. Because when tourists come to Jamaica, a lot of tourists don't really come to experience that 5-star hotel thing. They want to mix with locals. You get what I'm saying? They want to mingle with the local. They want to feel Jamaica. coming to Jamaica for the first time, you want to go into some hotel, be hoop up all the time in a hotel, not experience true Jamaica. You want to experience true Jamaica, the real Jamaica. So when people come and they mingle with these people, just imagine they are spending with these persons who are actually living there, spending US dollars with them. These persons are actually making gainful employment for themselves, creating employment for themselves. You get what I'm saying? They're not relying on government or part program. They're actually, you know, making employment for themselves. A lot of them are self-employed. You get what I'm saying? Self-employed. And that is very good. When you mash up their houses and their bars and all of that, I mean, what do you expect? You know, what do you expect? These people told me that they used to have outcomes. They used to have outcomes, as in, you know, Jamaicans living somewhere, they throw up light and JPS light, but no, they said they're tired of that, so JPS came through and string up their houses. They organize and string up the houses so they have water and light and all of that. You know, so it was beginning to come a very organized community. And, you know, some of them already, as I say, some houses are already well structured, bigger than some, and some were like board houses. You know? Yeah. You know, deal hard with Jamaicans like that. As I said, these people are not refugees. And even when you have refugees are not treated like that. Because when refugees come into your country, a lot of aid is given to them. Not just some Chinese tent that was made was to given to people in the hurricane, after the hurricane, Melissa. You know? And trust me, I mean, the tent is better than nothing, better than not having a cover over their head. But at the same time, in this sun, I tell you, the tents are tenting. Because I went into one of them, and I tell you, the sun was pelting. I was sweating like it's a pig don't sweat, but I was sweating. You get what I'm saying? You can't, in the summer, you can't even sleep in those tents. You gotta be outside. Like in 4 o'clock or so, 3 o'clock, you can go in, you know, and sleep. But trust me, yeah. But Jamaicans don't deserve to be living like that, man. Come on, man. Whosoever relevant authority will have to do something. We need to do something. As I say, where do we go? These people need to be placed somewhere. Give them land, compensate them, because they were violated, as I said before. Their rights were being violated. Yeah. Their rights were being violated. You don't in Jamaica law, the law states that you don't go and thus demolish a building with people property in it. That is illegal. And I see a lot of furnitures mash up. The Joy said sad to know these people homeless, not nice to be outside, not knowing what to do. Yeah. And I mean, when you look, persons have their bar that wasn't torn down as yet, and they are fearful of even, they take down their liquor and everything, and have even their clothes and everything in there. You know, it's like it's like a homeless encampment. Yeah. Yeah, I know what Assad you should say, Joy. I know what Assad you should say, man. Yeah. Tell me something I read good now, because Assad, me actually read. I know you said, but Assad, you mean, yeah. Yeah. It's like a homeless encampment. Homelessness. And as I said, people, so who should help? We are the churches. The churches should also play a role. You say, you're going to say, well, it's not the church that bulldoze their house. No, not the church, but, you know, the church is also organization. Big up yourself, boom. Big up yourself, boom family. Yeah. Everybody need to come in. Who need to come in? Come in. You get what I'm saying? Because it cannot continue. And if, you see, first of all, even before you are going to, who said them know about it? Everybody know about it. Everybody who said they never know about it actually know about it. They were all lying. Who said they don't know about it? They were all lying. They are liars, liars, liars. Lied them. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is now, it already, what happened, what is done cannot be undone. But let's not make it happen again. And let it not be a continuous thing. Let it not be a thing that, you know, happen ever so often. Yeah. Church need money to fire. Yeah, church. Boy, let's not go to jail. Yeah. Everybody know about it. So, but the thing is now, even before there was any demolition take place, there should be a lot of things that should be taken into consideration first. A lot of things should have been taken into consideration. Everybody involved should be considerate. First of all, if you are going to demolish people's place, where are they going to go? Because if I'm living at a place, if you're living there, and they throw them furniture, they're going to be on the roadside same way, right there. Because they know nowhere else. They're going to go across the road, across the bus stop. You get what I'm saying? Because that's where they know. So, first of all, you have to put into consideration, where are we going to put them? You get what I'm saying? Where are we going to put them? So they must, but no, they who did what they did, and they cannot undo what they did, then can't nobody do what them did do. Yeah, they need to find solution now. Everybody involved in it need to find solution. Yeah, everybody that involved need to find a solution now. And the solution is this: give the people them back them homes that they lost. Yes. Give them back them homes that they lost. Yes. They have to get back them home. Yeah, they should get back them homes. You can't just throw them on the road. They need to get back homes. That's the thing. Because I guarantee you, as I said before, if this was somewhere in Cherry Gardens or somewhere else, Beverly Hills or wherever, and persons go up there and demolish it illegally, because that was illegal. Illegally, trust me, you would hear those persons getting back their homes. They would definitely have to get back their homes. Whether they were living on people's land or not, they would definitely have to get back their homes. So that is it. Good night, Sister Sonia. Good night, all the joy and all, staying in love. Big up yourself, sis. Yeah. These people can become some problems to society too because of needs. Exactly. You have a lot of young men there. I'm not saying that. I don't justify crime. But this is the reason why a lot of young men are driven into crime also. Because if I am being a productive person in society, and you are going to give me so much fight. I am doing my best. And I realize that you are going to do all of this to me. Then what other alternative do you leave me with? What other alternative do you leave me with? My kids are hungry. You get what I'm saying? What other alternative? You remember Bounty Killer song? Anytime I'm hungry again. You get what I'm saying? When I go see more. I'm not glorifying badness or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? Yes, the Bible says by our sweat of our brow we should all work. But what do you leave these youths to do? You get what I'm saying? You turn them into criminals automatically so you can then slew them. What's this? Okay. They can turn to crime. Exactly. And I'm not saying I hope the youths them are not looking to that, are not praying that. But when you believe that everyone is against you and all of that, and it seems like there is no hope because you're not looking through that scope. You get what I'm saying? Then the alternative you're gonna have, and you have people out there, is sometimes you don't just turn to crime, you know. They know persons who are actually, they know perpetrators of crime, who introduce them to it based on their situation. There's no money, nothing for them. Then, I mean, might as well do this then. You make some quick money. You get what I'm saying? And then again, I said, I don't support no form of wrongdoing. But what do you leave this youth to do? These ladies are working very hard. For a woman to own her own bar in Jamaica, that's a big thing. She can make something of herself from that. For a woman to own her own bar in Jamaica, she can actually make something of herself. You get what I'm saying? Not all of us are going to own bars because some people say, I mean, they don't want a bar, they're not going to work inside a bar or whatever. All of us cannot do the same thing. All of us will not be teachers and lawyers and doctors and preachers. No. There's a lot of other professions for other persons to do. So we all cannot do the same thing. So for these young ladies, young ladies to own a bar, that's a big step for them. Big progress where they can actually own chains of bars. Because they start from one. Next thing you know, they can have more than one establishment elsewhere. So what happens now? You leave them now with no other alternative. They have nothing to turn back on. So they go sell front. You get what I'm saying? You see how they mash up society and the youths? Because now some money man gonna see some lady because her livelihood has been destroyed. And some money man see her now and half her money. Next thing you know, she's selling front. And I'm not saying that it is an excuse to go sell front, but I'm just saying it is just reality. Joyce, I think the government should come in and give some help. Don't know the details of everything, but help is needed for these people. Yeah, definitely. And that's what the people are calling for. It's like they are saying, no one is there for us, really. You get what I'm saying? We need something tangible to hold on to. We are like, in the water, and there's not even straw for us to hold on to. We need help. That's what they're saying. And these people who are saying they need help, it's not some people way across the ocean. They're actually in Jamaica. They're actually Jamaicans. They were born in Jamaicans. I see no other nationality there. They are Jamaicans. Born and bred in Jamaica. You get what I'm saying? Born and bred in Jamaica. Yes. They are Jamaicans. Jamaicans should never be treated this way. And as I said before, a lot of times when you see shit like this, it's all because people would think that they have money, they have enough money to do whatever they want to do. And they think that people who are less fortunate, I'm not going to even use the word poor, people who are less fortunate don't have as much money as they do. They can just do as they want with them because no one will give a shit. And are they wrong? So Joy say, HIV enough for Jamaica me here, so them better not sell front Holy Delray. But it's really sad. Help needed ASAP. Yeah, HIV is rampant all about. Because some people have sex, unprotected sex, or even if they have protected sex, everyone is giving everyone head. You get what I'm saying? So people are getting head the same way. You see? Because everybody need a head in life. Yeah. So now say your topic is so upsetting. My heart goes out to the kids affected. The government need to sort out these people. But who orders that and how did the police get involved? How did the police get involved? It's simple as this, sis. It came down. It have came. For police to get involved, it's not like one police. And that's what we're talking about yesterday. The Jamaican Constabulary Force, JCF, is not a security company. It is a company, it is a force that is governed by Jamaican government. So in order for that large volume of police to go there, they had to be under some authority. They cannot have themselves take up themselves and go there. So that's why I said whosoever governance ministers and MPs and all of them said that they know nothing about it. They said they know nothing about it. But there are liars. That cannot be true because, you know, it cannot be true. They had to know about it in order for all what to happen. People told me that there were also 2 busload of men that came there. Yeah, they showed me videos of 2 busload of men come there. Avan, mask, and their face. Because, you know, normally they're going to say that they work for Metropolitan. You know, they do demolition also. And these guys are actually going into people's houses, bars, and taking out stuff and drinking and all of that. And I'm saying, a lady showed me a video. And I'm saying, what authority does it give that person to go in there? A lady was speaking to me, and she was saying, the man say him have a bailiff, say him have a harder. And she was like showing me, I know him have a paper and he cannot show her the paper. So it was totally violation, but everything was illegal about it. How they took the Jamaican men, young men them, took them. Police came early, took them out of their beds. Out of their beds, knock up the doors, take them out, and lock them up. That's not legal. That is not legal. So now those men are actually suing the state. Because they have a lawyer that is actually representing them. That's not legal. And persons, you see, it's typical Jamaican, some Jamaicans who are very biased and are talking based on them being on some political side. They are saying that they're not going to win case and whatever, but the men's rights are violated, the people's rights are violated. The stuff were taken out and mash up, bulldozer run over them things. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them were prevented. I'm not talking about what I heard on social media. I'm talking about what I went there and what I saw and when I spoke to persons who actually experienced this atrocity. Yeah, legal, bad man and most policemen. Yes, they had to have they must have gotten permission from the Prime Minister office. Our premier has that responsibility, national defense. Well, they had to get authority, proper authority. As I said, they cannot just take up themselves and go there. Nothing like that. From what I heard, it is alleged that they have meeting and a lot of persons knew about it. It is alleged that they have a meeting and a lot of persons knew about it. That's what and they said that they don't know anything. That's bullshit. The thing is, they didn't know that it was going to blow up in their face like that. They think that it was going to go like that. But it could never go like that. It could never go like that because you did not make an alternative to take these persons and put them elsewhere. There was no preparation. If you're going to take them from there, not violating their rights, you get what I'm saying? If you're not going to violate them, do it the right way. And host them somewhere else. Because since that they are sore to your eyes, or you want the land because the land is prime land. And as I saying in Jamaica, you know, a lot of persons, they have never been in the shoes of they have not. You see, when they've been in the shoes of they have not, because I've heard cases of where persons have their title, land title, and paying a land tax, only to know that they lose their land. Someone else show up with land title. So in Jamaica, and I'm saying this, in Jamaica, you can have your title, have your land title and paying tax, and the next thing you know, you don't have any. Your land title is not valued because someone else have one too. As long as you have your money. Joyce, I hope no young baby pregnant and old sick people was in that mess. Of course, there was a young lady there also. You ever see it? The lady saw her house. Her house wasn't demolished still, but she was taken out. The lady that did the C-section with the 3-year-old baby, she was taken out. Her boyfriend was taken out of the house, her baby father, whatever. But her house wasn't demolished. But they took her out. So some other persons came before her house was demolished. Them they here in at the back of the class. Yeah, definitely boom. We know boom. You know. Definitely boom, we know what go on. Oppression of the poor sector. So sad. Yeah, and this has been happening, you know. You wouldn't believe that this is Jamaica because this has been happening for years now. Years now. But it is just now the time when you have more social media and things are being, you know, not kept private like it used to. You get what I'm saying? Because same place in Montego Bay here, you ever hear about Coral Gardens? Coral Gardens where they beat Rasta, did Rasta all kind of shit. Rasta dead. Yes, the same thing over land. Happened a couple of years ago. Yes. So this is not nothing new. You get what I'm saying? It is nothing new. So was it in the beginning? So shall it be in the end? But is this the end? Is this the end? Yeah. Is this the end? I tell you. The boom say, we Jamaican don't have a land. Not true. We are pay a little money. Them can come take it off anytime. That is true. And that is sad. That is so sad. Because a lot of persons are actually living on the land. They try to get regulated. They try. Why not? As Jamaicans should be given the preference to buy the land that they're living on. They should be given the preference to buy the land. You don't displace families because some big hotelier and investors want to buy land in a country. So you're going to throw off the nationals off it in order for some big man to get it. Because what the locals are going to pay for it, or what they're going to pay for it, you're going to get more millions for the land. No, it shouldn't be like that. You get what I'm saying? Jamaica for Jamaicans. Yes, let's make Jamaica great. Hashtag, let's make Jamaica great. It cannot be like that. And as I say, if we continue to ignore a situation like this, it's going to get worse. It will only get worse. As you can see, the Chinese are already in Jamaica. And you see in Senton there. In Senton, Marcus Garvey came from Senton. Marcus Garvey was born in Senton. You see what is happening in Senton? You get what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey said, up, you mighty race. Yeah, and what is happening in Senton? Where you see these Chinese are given prime land. And they want to make other resorts in and beachfront property so locals can have no access to the beach. Who own the beach? Who own the beach? Which country do you go to where locals don't have proper beach access? And is that right? You don't have proper beach access. And the beach that locals have access to, that they say is public beach, it is treated like shit, literally. Yeah, no care where you do, bro. Once the big man them want it, nothing you can do. And it shouldn't be like that because you're a Jamaican. Jamaicans first. You get what I'm saying? Jamaicans first. I'm going to put it like this. There is no way you can have your kids in your house and strangers are hungry and your kids are hungry. You got to take care of your household first. Yes, you can share, but you got to take care of your household first. That's the thing. Take care of Jamaicans first. Make sure Jamaicans are okay first. Jamaicans should get preference. And if the food isn't enough, then your household should be fed. You cannot afford to feed strangers outside and your household, in your house, people are dying for hunger. No, it cannot be like that either. Government need to help out the people them. Yeah, government and every other institution. But basically, I mean, a lot of person gonna say that, especially even the church did not to be honest, the church did not displace all these persons, and the church should be focusing on persons who are actually in the church who are already in need. I'm not saying that the church wouldn't help, but whosoever displace these persons and demolish their homes and their property should be the one to find back everything that they lost. Give them back everything that they lost, not the church. The church didn't demolish anything. To be honest and fair, the church didn't demolish these people things. So let's even take the church out of this. This is not a natural disaster. You get what I'm saying? This is a disaster that was done by man. So man, the same set of man them supposed to fix it. Yeah, they need to fix it. Joy, the government don't care about we. Them just want more money. And that's the thing, you know. I heard Bob Marley say, they were interviewing Bob Marley, and Bob Marley said, they asked Bob Marley about being rich. And Bob Marley said, what is being rich? And how much money is enough money? Because for real, how much money is enough money? Because a lot of these persons, you know, investors, hotelers, and a lot of them businessmen, politicians, a lot of them are rich. A lot of them are rich. They have money. But how much money is enough money? Because money is numbers. And numbers never end because you can never count to end. There's no end. It's crazy. I don't support squatting, but if the people been there for so long, they should be given a chance to buy that land. But you all need to hold a government. Hold your government accountable. Yes, sis. Yeah, that's the thing I'm saying, you know. Persons you don't have your land that you are farming on, or you already living there with your house, with your house and your family, and then persons just go there and you see you wake up one morning and see persons building up house there, or you have your land, a farm, and then next thing you go to your farm and see people building a house. It is never like that. It is not like that. It is not like that. As I said before, a lot of times, because from what I've heard, a lot of these persons that was living here before, they were given authority to live there by the owner for the land. That's the first owner for the land. I know these persons, if you come about to own that land, trust me, it's a whole mystery. Not even history, but it's a mystery how other persons come to own it. You get what I'm saying? But guess what? Whatsoever in the dark will come to light. Always come to light. Because I say in Jamaica, as long as you have money, you can buy anything except life. You can actually buy anything except life. You can even buy a wife. Yeah. And if you need cut up meat, you buy a knife. Just like you buy a knife, you can actually buy a wife. As long as you have money. Yeah. But accountability, accountability, our politicians know nothing about that. Being accountable. They know nothing about being accountable. I mean, they can spell it sideways, upside it down, start from in the middle. They can spell it. They're very, very, very bright, very intelligent people. You get what I'm saying? They can spell that word. But to actually put that word into action, they don't know how to do that. They don't have a clue how to do that. Not one clue. Yeah. But as I said, if this cannot continue, it cannot continue like this. And we can talk all we want, because a lot of persons will talk. As I've seen on social media, some people talking and saying, because people don't know. People think that people just go live there last week. It's nothing like that. People didn't live there from last week. People have been living there for over 20, 30, 45 years. A man saying live there for 45 years. Yes, Joy, you're alive.
Good night, qualifier. As I said here, I don't know the details about it, but my
Yeah.
concern in all of this is whatever them thinking of them head go down and whatever them did say them do for them side.
Yeah.
All right, that already happened. The government need to come in now and find solution for
Mm-hmm.
this situation now because I'm pretty sure homeless people is out there because I saw some videos with them doing some them a protest and all of that. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
No, these people know because pressure them say burst pipe. So they
Mhm.
are under pressure right now. And anything them things them angry, you lucky you see some of them say them a laugh. You understand?
Mhm.
Because you have children look like them there too. Cause even school, even if you send the children to school, back to school right now, that interrupt right there. So everything gone because then I have a proper home and so to get
Mhm.
them children together, to send them to school. As I mentioned, I don't know if no babies there. You have the elderly, if no sick elderly person
A lot
there.
of kids there, old people there. It was a community with people.
So well, it's a community with people, so I guess everybody's there. So
Yeah.
people are suffer.
Mhm.
No, because people are suffer now, yes, you have young girls now there, as you may mention, so they can go and sell because them have need. So
Yeah,
probably they can,
them need needs. Now them kids too, and them family take care of.
yes, some person can come up to them now. It's just like the predator and the prey right now, where
Yes,
they come up
exactly.
and just say, okay, me see a situation, make them big offer and all of that. Even teenager who is there now can even gone out of them way right now because they have a
Very
need.
vulnerable now. Yeah.
Yes. So in spite of what them already lick it down already, and it's already there already. Now the government need to step in now to find solution of how to deal with a situation like that now. You
Yeah.
understand? To
Yeah.
help them out because they need help.
Well, I'm going read the Sister Sonnet. Sister Sonnet, sir, there's a law that after a number of years, after a number of years living on the unoccupied land, it's viable. There's a law to protect the people. Jamaica should have that law. Yeah, they have it. The law is there, sister, but just that they will not, or they did not, because they should have bought that piece of land for the people. Them the previous government was trying to do that. As they said before, it never fall through. And as they lose the election, everything just fall apart. People them actually have come up now, which is they should have been given preference. The government have the authority to do that by the land and the people them occupy. So yes, it is actually there. Yes, Joy.
Yes, so yes, everything is said and done and all of that. The house already they flat. And from the little that I heard, them a go them not going to be there because I see a view and we see some beach out on the further out. So them seems to have great plans for that property. You understand? And whatever the circumstances is, whoever is the prime minister and the opposition, they need to come in and they need to step in and
Yeah.
just help the people them because the people them need help. Long and short of it, them need help. Because if them no look at it no holy fire. Because
Mhm.
I'm listening. They mash up the people, them furniture and all of them something there. Then could no at least make it take out the people, them furniture, them for example, and put it out. What you mash up the people, them furniture for?
But that of itself is illegal. In Jamaica, the law of Jamaica, when you go to demolish a place, you have to make sure that people are clear of the property. No one is in the house. Nothing is in the house. So you have to make sure you give people time and everything. Nothing's supposed to be in it. You're supposed to mash up people. So that's totally. That's why I said that they've totally violate everything. Them violated all the people. Them rights. Them violated. So it was nothing that was done legally. It was all wrong. So wrong then it cannot be wronger with such a word. Yes, Joy, from you don't have any money in Jamaica, you're nobody to them.
And reading boom comment now, see and nobody. Well, that's where them wrong.
Yeah, then more than me, boom.
That's where them wrong because all of we have a
Yeah,
24 hour. And
exactly.
if you cut me, you know milk not coming from you.
Mm-mm.
And if you don't beard, you will smell.
Exactly.
And if me no beard, I'm gonna smell if I don't take care of myself. So therefore, them no more than me. Them need to treat people with love, respect, and kindness because I've
Yes.
seen it. In St. Catherine there, them them do that already there, and them say bro frog
Yeah.
went there
Mm-hmm.
and was, because it was pretty close to election and all of that. And as a bro frog went there and bro frog went there Him was, nicing out the people, them and all of that. I think somewhere in a St. Catherine area there, them do it, Spanish Town area, I think, near the Portmore side, them do it there. So it's like from if you realize now it's gonna become a pattern now because we're personal places where them live now, them are gonna eventually take it over now and come run off the people them like that. Because
It's
of the
all
scheme thing them do.
it's happening all over Jamaica. And that's what the people person was saying to me yesterday too. They were saying that listen, when they were campaigning, if they didn't know, and men was there asking then them wondering if people who are squatting then, circle squatting, if they should have the opportunity to vote. Because if I'm squatting then you don't consider me, you consider me illegal living on land that I'm not supposed to be on, then why are you coming there to campaign to seek my vote? You get what I'm saying?
They knew because them going to seek votes, so they knew that was a community and everything by themselves. Common
Yeah.
sense said that because they're gonna need vote. Both party know.
Yeah, so they already know the persons who are actually living there and they were so-called not living there lawfully, then put it that way then why not try to rectify the situation before it reached this? How did they really expect say you was gonna just push off people off of the land? And that's just it. You don't look to put them somewhere, look to do everything. You just look to violate their rights and leave them like that. Leave them, as I said, leave them on the roadside like stray dogs. Because in
And
Jamaica,
then
we have a lot of stray dogs because a lot of Jamaicans don't give a crap about dogs. A lot of Jamaicans are very selfish and they don't love animals. Some love animals, some don't love animals. And they treat people like stray dogs.
and as I said to you, I don't know the details, and no matter what,
Yeah.
them need help because you have young men there now or young men who trust me, they can turn otherwise, because them can say, all right, then because you have this politician now that I've listened and a lot of person bashing him right now. I won't call his name. And I saw him on his treadmill or something doing him little exercising, and then he must basically mimicking the people of how the person or how the ghetto youth them probably would have talked. And a lot of people telling him, oh, he need to step down and him need to this and him need that. But him just him just a talk like how the people them are the ghetto youth them would have talked. You understand?
Yeah.
And they might say, oh, him not fit for this, him not fit this position, and him not this and him not that. I mean,
But
come on.
you see him now, they consider him dangerous because guess what? He know what it's like. You get what I'm saying? To be a ghetto youth and all of that. And him understand. So people are saying that because they need to get rid of him. You get what I'm saying? That's how people are, other Jamaicans are. Just like when they sell out Marcus Garvey. They're ready to sell him out.
Yes,
Jamaica,
because they might say,
are
him
that.
not fit the criteria, him not this, him
Right.
not. I mean,
And look here now, they have known politicians who have never been to prison yet. You get what I'm saying? But we all know so them a criminal. Why not say that and based on their actions and them not being compliant to certain rules and regulation and being transparent and to all the country? Why not say that they need to step down? But you're gonna say this man to step down based on his opinion and the way him talk. He's not doing anything illegal, but him should step down. That's crazy. I tell you. Sister Sonia say, only in Jamaica I hear that the beach land belong to the crown. How come we own our beach lands and we belong to the crown? Lots of lies being told. It's a reason why they're taking all the beach land. Exactly because what? Locals should not own beachfront properties. All beachfront properties should be owned by foreigners, the foreign investors, and it worth a lot of money, so they take the beachfront properties and they sell it to foreigners. All of them. And sell to foreigners. You see what she's saying? Sister Sonia is in Cayman Island, and she's saying Cayman Island is governed by the British monarchy. You get what I'm saying? And in Cayman, they own beaches. But in Jamaica, Jamaica is so-called a independent country. But our beaches are crown lands.
Yeah, don't let nobody, that what people not fooling themselves about Jamaica independent. Jamaica is not.
I tell
Jamaica
you,
is not. So when we hear them celebrate, Jamaica independent, no, Jamaica is not independent.
and I say no. Look at these people, and a lot more people. Even people in St. Elizabeth, a lot of people in St. Elizabeth still need help after 10 months. And Jamaicans, and the other day they were there in that thing that they call the Grand. Or should I it? I
Grand
want
Gala,
no, I don't want. I want to give it another name until I find another name. Grand Ball or what I want to call it. So much
Grand
million,
Fula.
so much millions of dollars being spent and giving people awards and stuff like that. And you see persons who are just. I'm not saying that people should get awards, but what are you awarding them for? You get what I'm saying? And people, you have Jamaica, you see this Jamaican single woman, I talk about single parents who are doing what they're doing, and single fathers, they are the one that should be awarded. You get what I'm
Well,
saying? And
qualifier.
all of that money that is spent, why did not use that money to relocate a lot of these persons and use the money to buy the land for them and all that? You know how much money they waste?
All
Waste,
right,
total waste for us a show.
all right, qualifier. I don't
Yeah.
mean to detour, but I'll just add a little on what you said. And I'm
Stick up in, I'm read the boom say. Right now, me live at Jamaica and me I get care. I get care out here. I get what? Get care out here, believe. Okay, boom. Yes, right. Continue.
all right. That money where them spend upon the so-called independence celebration for Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
it could gone down in my community or my area where I live in St. Elizabeth
Yeah.
and
Balaclava.
make a big difference down there because I can tell you
Yeah.
a lot of parents, and trust me, and this I don't know nobody telling me, this how
Yeah.
I know. A lot of parents down there right now, you have two school in a few, and
Mm-hmm.
some of them, me not talk about the ones them who go party out them money and all of them. So me talk about ones them who are work and can't make ends
Yeah.
meet, even though them are work and work and work. Them still are work. That money should could have used to
Yeah.
even help with schools down there,
Yeah.
could have helped with even giving back to the children and could have like a little because I've seen it in Cayman where them doing the back to school drive. They had one yesterday by Lions Center, I think, and they're
Mm-hmm.
doing the back to school drive and all of that and helping person out. Them could have one of that in the community in a
Mm-hmm.
St. Elizabeth Balaclava and help children to get even a book. You
Yeah.
understand?
But I think they should. I think they normally do that still. But I don't know what. I don't. I'm not sure if I saw something like that. I'm trying to remember if I saw something like that. Normally, I always have back to school
Well, me
driver.
not see none in my area. When me see it, me
Okay.
can tell you.
Okay.
Me not
Okay.
saying it not happen and none
Yeah.
not happen in my area. Because if it happen in my area, I
Yeah.
would know. I have
Yeah.
a popular TikToker. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me, he would have bring it.
Oh. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nothing that happen there.
It's a mother love. Mother love.
Yes, you have a
Mother
popular
love. This
TikToker
is at
there
the
who would
back.
have done it. So you go,
So what Boom saying live in Jamaica, but he's actually scared. Okay, I understand, Boom. As a man, sad.
no,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no holy fire.
Yeah.
The based on where Boom said in your comment right now, with all those young men, where them
Mm-hmm.
fling out of them property right now. And if them get up tomorrow morning and turn to the other side of the world now, decide say
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna pick up, the machine and
Yeah.
them are gonna do this and them are gonna do that. You're gonna hear say, oh, where the place name naturally where them when them pop down, Cooper Spain, I say name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cooper
you're gonna
Spain.
hear say criminal they live over Cooper Spain and that's why them do this and that's why them do that. When
That would be a good
maybe
excuse. That would be a good
yes,
thing. Say that
that's why
they
them
were
do
getting
it.
rid of criminals. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, them have to get rid of criminal. Meanwhile, maybe those young men over there
Yeah.
wasn't even involved in nothing like that. They were working with them hard, earning money. As I said,
Yeah.
I don't know the details, but whatever the details is, help needed. The
Yeah.
people them need help.
Yeah.
So then if we wait upon the people them to turn prostitute, turn thief, turn to the machine or machine man, Them need to go down there, the government and both party. This are not JLP or PNP right now.
But
Them need to take,
get a thought. Those who are responsible need to, they're the one that supposed to sort out them back. Give them back them homes and everything. Those who
yes,
are responsible. Because all those who are responsible. If you are responsible, then you are responsible. Yeah. Sister Sonia said, Joy, all our map, all our MPs had free back to school, and the Lion Club gave away all the back to school items and sports bag and vouchers for our uniforms. Okay, cool.
yes, Sister Sonia. I know because they had it, and trust me, the MPs give some quality bag a year. You understand? So I mean, yeah. So none of that happened down in my. Me not saying I have elsewhere in a holy fire. But I can tell you this, you know, happening for me area because that the TikToker there, he would have bring it.
Yeah, yeah,
And before I go, all I'm simply saying, whether then they give them 10 notices and then they don't come off of the property, and them they tell them to come up, that's beside the point right now. The people them need assistance, them need help.
yeah.
And needs will make those people do some crazy shit. You get what I say? So
That's
they
true.
need to hurry up and go give the people them help
Yeah,
before the people them start tear down people business, start going a Chilana Falmouth area and start tear down the start whole of people to take up this and that because them don't know where ends where things coming from. Them need to do it, especially the back to school now. Can you
yeah.
imagine the people them all save up their little money now and buy them little uniform or them little this that to send back them children to school and all of that get mashed up?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Or you're gonna tear down people place with things tonight and all of that. So I mean, so you see, it's not about just doing things illegally, you know. It's all about it's like a bad man thing, government badness, as the artist say. The artist from Mobile say
And
a government badness.
holy
Yeah,
fire, you see, because you see in a life, sometimes you know, walk in other person's shoes, and you don't know what a person experience because
exactly.
that person's shoes might can't fit you.
No.
I either got too tight, big or something. But so because you not feel it, it not affect you.
Mm-mm.
It not affect no close family member to you who you care about.
Yeah.
You think because if it affects somebody out there when not close to you, that don't mean nothing to you, because the person not close to you.
Because I've seen
No.
because when I went there, I see big man could be my grandfather. Big woman could be my grandmother and my great grandmother. Big whole people. And like they are sitting there and they're wondering what next. And I'm like, you tell me say this person have been living there. The youngest guy I speak to, I never know him even so old. This man say I live there for over 45 years. You get what I'm saying? And you mean to tell me that over 45 years and you're supposed to just come and throw him off for what? He never captured no way. A lot of them was given the land to live on. There was no capture. I'm not saying that people not just go there go live, but there's a lot of person that was given permission to live there all along. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, as I said before, in Jamaica, if you check out it, if you go really deep and check out a lot of these lands, you would find out that how people came about it. It is totally illegal how they came about it. Yeah.
And you see again, Holy Fire,
Yeah.
if the people them get nowhere by now and if I did election,
Mm-hmm.
you just see how quick everybody run there.
Mm-hmm.
Say them are gonna give help and all of that because at least one vote can be 499 and you need one vote to
Mm-hmm.
bring it up to 100 from either party. You
Yeah, but a lot
understand?
of person there.
You that
But,
see everybody are coming and
yeah.
and go give them this and go help them. But because election is like maybe how many years? I don't even know. It's
I
like few years now or few years from now, it not mean nothing to them because guess what happened? Them not feel it. It not
no.
affect them.
Mm-mm.
It not mean nothing to them. And if you ask me, government is flipping wicked.
Yes, they
Especially
are.
the government of Jamaica, them heartless, them not have no heart. Some of the things them what they do, and people are gonna say me bias now, but trust me, me neither J nor P. So I not care nobody want say in this area, in this when me say this. Them wicked because the whole of them come. Um Uncle Donald talk about pocket scorpion, well them a pocket scorpion.
Yeah. So son I say, Holy, keep up the good work. I do love your video, Mark, video best, your vibes make me want to visit. Yes, sis, there's a lot of nice things about Jamaica, but there's such things that are happening that need to start out because when you visit, all of this won't bother you. That's the thing. When people come to Jamaica, foreigners come to Jamaica, all of this won't bother them because you are visiting, but ordinary Jamaicans who cannot even afford to go nowhere else, they are the one that are being affected by a situation like this because they can't even go nowhere else. So Jamaica is nice, especially when you're a foreigner. You come and you're full joy and everything, but when you look, it's like, you know, but you have ordinary Jamaica who are actually suffering like in a situation like this. But Jamaica is nice. So if you know, you just want to enjoy Jamaica, you can always enjoy Jamaica. You get me? I say, because the person want to enjoy Jamaica, they don't want to take on Jamaicans problem, the problems of Jamaicans. You get me? I say, they just want to enjoy themselves. If you want to do that, you do that. But Jamaicans have real problems. Jamaicans, yeah. Jamaica nice. This doesn't you need a trip. Yeah. Yes, Joy.
Yeah, holy fire. So I mean, come back down to where them need to find a way
Mm-hmm.
of helping those people before things get out of control.
Yeah.
They need to find a way.
Sister I said, Joy, we need
They
to plan a
need
trip.
to get things.
Yeah. Enjoy.
I need one. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yes.
boom trying
So
to give me a
them
spirit of fear. I hear that. Yeah. Yes,
yes.
Joy.
So them need to hurry up qualifier and it's serious thing. They need to
Mm-hmm.
hurry up. And if the government and both side of Jamaica really love and care about people as they say,
Yeah.
them take a minute and take out one page out of those people book.
Mm-hmm.
And don't come talk about them they get the notice here and they never do and then do and all of that. Take that out of the equation right now. Just think about going to your bed or going catching with somebody as I hear Brother Brain come on the show here and talk many times say you're their own people and sometimes them time expire.
Yeah.
So even if them a catch with a family member, them time to expire. It quick now. No, it
Yeah.
fresh now, I should say.
Yeah.
So persons probably look out for them now send. Just like the whole Hurricane Melissa packages that was going around and all of that person was there going out and going out. Right now, persons not getting those again because it's still
Yeah.
something new have to come. It's like was a 21 day or 9 days thing and then or a 2 month because it's fresh.
Yes.
Everything just gone.
Mm-hmm.
So them are gonna be around persons now, yes, because it's fresh
Mm-hmm.
and it just happens. So then go and them will do a local assistance and put them out, give them some food to eat, give them little something. You understand? But trust me, after a while, especially if they have children and all of that, and picking them at nice in their head, and this, that, and if I want two women, then you have a relationship with your husband or your wife there. I mean, them are going and people are going to get fed up and I go start show your face and I go say, well, yes, me know them blood on your house and all of them something there. The things happen, but it's time for you to go. Your time is expired. Leave. You understand?
Yeah.
So in all of this, no holy fire, it's not funny.
No, it's true. It's true. You talk. So, but it's just some humans are like that. Some humans are like that. It's true. So
No, some human like that.
you actually state in fact. So
They're
cause
gonna say
mm-hmm.
time out now, pack your
Yeah.
things and go. You're here too long. Me
Yeah.
need me space. Me need if you can walk around my house without clothes. Me need if
Mm.
you can walk this. Me need if you can do this. Me need if when me wake up, me need if you see the body in my face. Yes, people, them gonna assist you for now because it happen. You will
Yeah.
find some people are gonna go up there now to try to give a little assistance. But after a while, when it's still down and everything, maybe you're not even hearing nothing about the people them again. Meanwhile, the people them still there suffering and need assistance and not get it.
Well, they're
Because
going to keep there all the while now because until they get help, because this is just not something that you can just push aside. This is not a 9-day
yeah,
talk. This is not a 9-day talk.
no, I can tell you so vanish. You still not hear much about it.
But these persons actually need somewhere. So if they have nowhere, they're gonna be on the road and they're gonna be always protesting. And you're gonna hear about it. And it's gonna be reached far because tourists are passing and I see them protest. Just as I say, you know, you go see the video.
I
See,
know I lose my train of thought. When you done, I said this to you.
yeah, there's about 4 hotels around there. And the tour buses have to drive past them. You get what I'm saying?
And Holy Fire,
Huh?
you said persons going to keep protesting until so and so. Then you saw if the police start going there, beat them off or send them off at road because them are distract tourists, them are rob tourists, them are do this. And all start to complain, so start to come out of these people that is on the street. Oh, criminal, then find wanted, then find. Listen to me, this thing can get down very, very deep when it come to them trying to even frame people up there.
At least we know what they are capable of. So now we will know the lies when we hear it.
Yeah, but sometimes the lies already get and reach a big store and you out of control and people already feeling it. So, like how it's fresh now, Bro Frog need to go, or Bro Fool need to go, and Marky Mess need to go and get things sorted out because the people there need help. Children need help. Picking need help. Old man need help. Old woman need help. Pregnant mother need help. Everybody need help. Young man need help. Back to school now. They need help.
That's what I said. They say framing people and all that. You know, I was talking to a man and he must say, you know, and go on a camera because based on how he was speaking, next thing they're gonna say he's a leader. And they might want to kill him. I mean, I say, bro, I don't want you to die, you know. But at the same time, it's sad that you're actually thinking that way. But you can't live in a fear. And I don't want you to die at the same time. But it's because it is reality. You get what I'm saying? Ordinary Jamaica, fearful of speaking out, has been seen as a leader because he feared that he will be taken out. Just think about that. He's fearful that he can be actually be targeted for seen as a leader. Because as I say again, it's all about a slave mentality. Because in slavery, that's the same thing that they used to do. What they used to do in the slave, the one that is the leader, that they consider to be more rebellious, they would bring him in front of all the other slaves. That's why Jamaica never like homosexuality, because we know where it's coming from. They used to bring the slave, the one that they consider to be the most rebellious one, the leader, and bring him in front of everybody, bring him in a crowd or in the square, and they would tear his pants down and assault him, have sex with him in the bottom in front of the rest of the slave them. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same kind of mentality now. It's the same mentality now. And it's not the Europeans that are doing it. It's people
And
of color.
stay in this. I listen to you. I listen to you. And I'm going to say this. All right. So if you ask me, society or the government or everything driving fear into people too,
Yeah.
because people cannot.
It's not about society, about the government. And the society.
Yeah, they don't have. If you ask me, they don't have freedom of speech. Where is it?
We all know, say, government use police to intimidate people. It's nothing new. We know that. The government use police to intimidate people.
Will Jamaica ever great again with all of this?
Jamaica can be great because, as I said before, we are the majority, not the minority. Our ancestors did not fight for this. I'm talking about our true ancestors, not those who are actually pirates who they turn into national hero. Because you have some national hero, we're actually pirate, We shouldn't become the national hero. They are no national hero. They are actually pirates. They did not fight for this. You get what I'm saying? They did not lose their life. They wasn't willing to die for foolishness. They were willing to die for what they believe in, for freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of people having land. You get what I'm saying? People have equality in Jamaica, the land of their birth.
And then Holy Fire, can you imagine those persons who not even have somebody figure even catch with? For
Yeah.
example, all a shower rain, because I don't know about that side, but trust me, when you go war up and all of them places, the rain ever fall at Chilani side there. So,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, can you imagine them out there saying a wet?
And you see,
And
because I did demolition too, I went there with my shoes, and my shoes is not a white shoes. I didn't wear my white shoes. I went there just with my blue Reebok, and it was messy because out there is really dusty because of the demolition of them tearing down the people in place and all of that. Out there is really dusty. So just think about it. You have kids out there and old people with asthma and sickly. You get what I'm saying? And they have to inhale all of that dust.
can they find their pump?
Because nobody gives a shit about, water in the place or anything like that. It's very dusty. I went there and it's like I was playing football or anything like that. And my shoes were, and my feet were so dirty. My foot then dirty, dust from just walking. Yeah, and breeze, or the place dusty. So just imagine these people have to be living there so now. And in the tents, them, you know? When I look at, I have to really wonder if I'm really dreaming, or and that would be that dream. It would be a terrible nightmare that I would have to wake up. But when I realized I couldn't wake up out of it, it's actually reality. It's their reality. And I am a Jamaican, so it's also my reality because I am a Jamaican. God not sleep till he have all the power. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all I will say is, and the more you think about it,
Yeah.
and the more it hurts you. And can you imagine those person who actually in the situation? Yes, I was going to say this, and I lost it there, but it come back.
Mm-hmm.
Those, them even carrying on sickness, and those people too, call who don't have high blood pressure right now can get high blood pressure because
Yes.
of all the stresses that is
Yes.
around
Exactly.
them. So
I
you're
mean,
so
because you're
yeah,
not comfortable. No more. You're not comfortable.
depression.
Yeah.
No, all of this you can come in now in a depression. You
Mm-hmm.
can't send them all in a one state where them turn alcoholic,
Yeah.
this alcoholic and that, because guess what happened? Them under pressure.
Yes. They're gonna smoke, and people that drink just just get off of their mind what's really happening
So
around
right
them.
in and there, they can't even create sickness from those people. As I said, it don't matter what the situation is. Go help the people them.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's not you're getting rid of one problem because you're getting rid of squatters, but you're not getting rid of you're not doing anything. You're making the problem worse. You're making the problem worse than Jamaica. So you have to love Jamaica. You cannot love Jamaica and Jamaicans because you're making the problem worse for Jamaicans. Because you're making people life worse. Kids, young kids, or a younger generation growing up. They never forget this. They will never forget this. They grew up and my house was being demolished. A lot of them gonna grow up in life, and they're gonna become very progressive citizens, if not of Jamaica, probably elsewhere, because some of them would even they're not gonna feel comfortable living in Jamaica. They're gonna definitely leave. And they're gonna say, well, I saw my father being taken out of the house way in the way of the morning, and we did not know if he was even gonna come back. You get what I'm saying? They were
Well,
fearful. So listen, this is why I would never live in Jamaica again. So a lot of young youths gonna grow up and not feeling comfortable. Even with
well,
seeing police alone, them already fearful. So
well, Holy Fire.
a lot of them even see police and run, not because they're wrongdoers, because of the fear that they have and they know what can happen, what can actually happen to them. You don't have to
Well,
do anything.
Holy Fire.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the history book, because if you're young children and all of that is already on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and social media always going to be there. So all them have to go do, even if a little pitney runs they have memory, or them
Yeah.
parents tell them about it and all of that, or grandparents tell them, all them have to do is go look it up. They will find it.
And the thing is, in Jamaica, we don't take mental health that seriously. People mental health. We laugh. You get what I'm saying? Especially men. And men have mental problem based on the situation that they have been through. And these men, just imagine you're a man and you have your family to take care of, and you cannot because your means of gaining meaningful employment has been taken away from you. Your house have been torn down and your bar mash up, and you're not. You get what I'm saying? You know what that can do to a man? And you're gonna say because he's a man, I mean, he's supposed to just man up. You get what I'm saying? Meanwhile, he have mental breakdown too, because he's only a human being. He's not only female alone. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, because when men probably going to deal with it in a different way, because probably they don't want them spouse or them wife or whoever see them in a certain spot, so them are gonna be strong. So sometimes them take other things for it. You understand? Them substitute with something, do something if get rid of the problem. So
Yeah.
and one of most Jamaican, sorry.
So, sometimes you see some of these men on the road and you wonder, some of them go crazy, run crazy because of mental problems. It's not about people who say them smoke and say, well, actually, because them smoke. They smoke because of the stress and drink because of the stress that they have been through, but it wasn't enough. Then it messed them up eventually. And as I say, when it comes on to mental health, especially the men in Jamaica, is not taken seriously. And situation like this can create a lot of crap like this, even for kids. You know, even for kids, they are traumatized. A lot of these kids are literally traumatized. Just ask, and I mean, nobody gives a crap about them. What happened to these kids that saw all that they saw? You get what I'm
And
saying?
then when them pass them, they say, oh, that
All of
them
that.
man them mad out and so on, them
Yeah,
laugh after time, but not even know why he mad out.
exactly. You get what I'm saying? But as soon as some rich persons, them kids have a little problem, you know, they're gonna get help for them. But these kids now, they are just nobody's business. They're nobody's child. So nobody gives a crap about them. So when they grow up in society, you know, and they start giving problem, they just say, oh, bad and bad. Not understanding that it's a situation that they grew up in and who created it. Those who are governing us, they're the one that created, and then they are the one that seen to portraying to be making a solution. You get what I'm saying? When they are the one that creating the problem in the first place. It's
But
just crazy.
holy fire, Melissa passed through, which was a dangerous hurricane then, and it didn't damage them, but them come worse than the hurricane. Come
No, it
damage the
damaged them.
people
No, it
then.
damaged them. It damaged them. Well, I hope there's a damage.
So, because even now,
Because the ladies told me, and some of the gentlemen, that they actually get grants because of the homes were damaged also. So they actually get damaged. Places were damaged. A lot of places in Trelawny, straight back from
so
Trelawny. You say, what Trelawny this year? What Trelawny they mash up? What
yes, you're correct, you know, because my sister is in Chile, but I have a thing, I have a question now to ask now.
Mm-hmm.
You said they get grant.
Yeah.
So apparently, government, why government, if them as squatters, then why government give them grant?
I don't know. So
No, it's just something that just come to mind.
you give them grant and then you come and grant and then grant people access to mash up their house. I'll grant people the right to mash up their house after giving them grant.
You see, going come off the show, but I will say this:
Mm-hmm.
some of these government and some of these people who is in charge need to turn from their wicked, evil ways and pop off their high horse, because the God Almighty not sleeping. You
Certainly not.
understand?
Certainly not.
And him sit high and him see everything and him know everything. And what them need to do, no matter what them did, what notice them did give them, they need to come together and sit with the people them and figure out a way of
Mm-hmm.
helping those people before things get out of control, or before those people find other solution that them think will
Mm-hmm.
benefit them. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them might not do it, but some will.
Yeah.
So they better go and help those people and come off at them high ass and stop chat crap. And that politician were going around and trying to put for himself in the ghetto youth position,
Mm-hmm.
What they need to do, they need to leave him alone because him talking like a real get to you because who feels it knows it. So him feel it, so him
Yeah.
knows it.
Yeah. And that's the reason why sometimes I don't really comment when I see, because if you follow, when you see comments and stuff, you will cuss. Yes, and people talk for you, but you have to just understand. So people try to, put out crap to, for make some people look, like they're not capable of doing the job that they are doing. You get what I'm saying? Because them definitely not like other people who are there, who are hypocrites. They definitely see people in need and then talk about it. You get what I'm saying? And they highlight it. And that's, as I say, some people get paid to, because on social media, some people come and you see them post something and then comment. They are being paid to discredit people. Trust me, they are being paid. Yeah, because one fool make many. One fool make many. So they are being paid. A lot of them are being paid. When you look on comments, them a lot of times if you look, you see they're on with the same name and enough other platform making comments at the same thing. So they are paid. So it's like paid for advertisement, But this is Jamaica. As I said before, this is Jamaica. The internet. Your internet, yeah. This is Jamaica. And as I said, Jamaica is the Jamaicans. And a lot of us, feel, even as Jamaicans, we upset when we go to other countries. And people will say, America for Americans and, our Cayman for Caymanians and all of that. Because our Caymanian first, you have to understand, as a governant for your country, you should look out for your people first. Your people is what you're supposed to look out for first. They are your first priority. They put you there, they vote for you there to represent them. Not to you to represent yourself. You get what I'm saying? Not for you to represent yourself. You are there to serve the people. Not for the people them to serve you. You are there to serve. And that is the biggest problem Jamaicans have. Jamaicans have with politicians. Not even politicians, politicians. Because a lot of them just pollute in Jamaica. Definitely. Jamaican need you be for Jamaicans. Yeah, Jamaica need to be Jamaicans. Yeah, need to be for Jamaicans. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them politicians are definitely just they're polluting Jamaica. They're not for Jamaica, as I say still. And sometimes we wonder if some people love Jamaica and Jamaicans. But because they don't. And you can ask, oh, they're so wicked. You see, because you are not wicked, that's why you see that they are wicked. But they do not see that they are wicked. As I repeat again, the reason that you see and see that they're actually so wicked and other persons cannot see that they're actually wicked is because those persons are wicked. A wicked can't say a wicked person, You get what I'm saying? Because wickedness is a part of them DNA. But when you are not a wicked person, you will see it. And you wonder why they are so wicked to Jamaicans. It is simple like this. God has left them to their own reprobate mind. So they have no conscience. So whatever they do, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Nothing personal. It's just money. You get what I'm saying? And it is very serious when God leaves you to your own reprobate mind. It is very serious. You have no conscience. You have no longer conscience. Whatever you do, it doesn't bother you. It doesn't make you lose a night's sleep. That's dangerous. Because at the end of it, you are only going to self-destruct. And the devil is going to destroy you. You get what I'm saying? The devil work on you till you have no conscience now. Nothing bother you. Your own people, them, you don't give a shit about them. You talk to them, tell them this and tell them that, but deep down, you don't give a shit about them. And people say, why you're so wicked? Because God had left you to your own reprobate mind. But guess what? Your judgment is coming. Yes. So Jamaicans, you have to let Jamaica great again. You get what I'm saying? As brain boss, that's why you have to start with the man in the mirror. But again, some people look at the mirror and trust me, they can't even see themselves because they are like living ghosts. You have to imagine a living ghost. That's crazy. How can a ghost be living? But they are like ghosts. They can't see themselves when looking in the mirror. Yeah. So be Jamaicans, be kind to one another. Yeah, people in Cooper's Pen are actually Jamaicans. How much of us have kids and want to see our kids homeless? School coming up and they don't know how they're gonna go to school. You get what I'm saying? Where they're gonna sleep. You know, they can get proper meal because if you're living in tent and all of that, I mean, they're gonna cook outside. You know, it's not hilarious. You know, your parents are cook outside. It's a refugee camp. I never thought the day would have come that I would have seen Jamaicans have refugee camps. But definitely a refugee camp in Jamaica. You know, you see it in the Middle East and, you know, in parts of Africa, you know, where you have war-prone areas and persons, refugee people to flee, and they become refugees in other countries, and they have a refugee camp. And in a refugee camp, people are living in very deplorable condition. And you never thought that you'd actually see it in Jamaica. But it's actually happening now. And it might sound, when I say so, it might sound bad, it's a refugee camp, but people have already say it. They say it is considered as little 80. Little 80. So they are putting it to little 80, as in Port-au-Prince. Some place in Port-au-Prince where you look, and they don't even have, everything is there. Running water, they don't have a proper running water and all of that. People cooking outside. I mean, yes, as Jamaicans, we always, some of us love to cook outside also, but it's just an alternative, not because you have to. But no, other persons, they have to cook outside. There's no other alternative. You know what I'm saying? If they want to take a shit, they're going to dig a hole or shit in something and throw it away. That's not, you know, sanitary. Just imagine people who have kids, I mean, young babies and so, where they do with those pampers and all of that. Yeah, it's a refugee camps, a very bad thing, a very bad sight. What did I say? The solution is this. Those who are involved who displace the people in the first place, make sure when you find somewhere to put the people in, give them back them homes. And I hope to God that the lawyers and the judges who are in the case with the men them that was violated, that their rights were being violated, that they actually get some good money, some serious money where they can take care of them families. Yes, and I really hope that justice will come from this. That it won't be some buyout case like we normally know about. As long as they have money, then get away with it. Yeah, I really hope that Jamaicans, this will be a lesson to those who think that they have money, that they can just do whatever they want with Jamaicans, ordinary Jamaicans. Jamaicans who were born in Jamaica. Jamaican citizen. Citizen of Jamaica, they can just do whatever they want because you consider them as second class. I hope justice, they will get justice. Justice will prevail for people in Cooper's Pen and other places in Jamaica. And I hope it will not be a continuation of people being demolished. You know what I'm saying? And even if persons are living on lands that are not theirs, if they are living there for a period of time, more likely they don't have other homes. Because ordinary Jamaicans don't normally have two homes. So they don't have one here and one there. So you give them time. And if they actually have concrete houses and stuff like that, yes, I think you should reimburse them for their homes too. Because what you're gonna let them to do? Because a home in Jamaica is not easy to build. It is not easy. And a lot of these persons, as I said, a lot of these persons are not college graduates with degrees and masters and doctorate. Like a lot of you, they're not that. A lot of them, I mean, didn't even went to Sabbath school or Sunday class. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them only went to basic school like myself. Yes. A lot of them only went to basic school like myself. So the level of education is very little, very limited. Yeah. And they made good from the resources that they actually have at hand. Make a house from the little resources that they have. So even though the house is not so housing, it might seem like a full cube or like a little pig pen. For them, it's a home. It's a home to cover them from the element of nature, from the sun and the wind and the rain and the breeze. Yes, and the breeze. Yeah. So anyway, peeps, as I say, this cannot continue. This cannot continue like this. It cannot, and it should not. And this is not acceptable. Yeah. It is not acceptable. So we need, for those persons who are all in this, all I want to, we deny it, we do what we cannot undo, we just do the right thing and take care of people then. Yeah. I'm now watch. I know now always watching. This is Jamaica. You get what I'm saying? And this is social media. I don't know about fire. I don't know about the people in my Cooper's Hill. I don't know about Jamaica. Yeah. And for those of you who are overseas and taking care of your family, helping them, you know, really elevating them, big up on yourself. Enough love and respect. Big up all hardworking Jamaicans. Yes. And big up to the people them who then call squatters. Trust me, for me, there's no squatters in Jamaica. Because as I say, you did not occupy a land that was occupied before. That you had homes and people were farming there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. First place, this thing started only because after slavery, the land wasn't distributed properly. Slaves were, after they get freedom, so-called freedom, they had no lands, and this thing continued up to today. Up till today. And it's time now for Jamaicans, every Jamaicans, to have access to land, so they don't have to so-called squat or live on capture land. Anyway, peeps, big up on yourself. Have a wonderful week. Yeah. Enough love and respect. Remember, good over evil and God over devil and life over death. Until next time, yeah. Peace out.